Alright, so I kind of wanted to do a update on my car, kind of an update of the mods on the car, and really nothing much has really changed that much. You know, what you see here is the Rev 9 Power or Godspeed Project front mount intercooler kit, which has been pretty good. Haven't really had any issues with it. I did have to get rid of the headers that were on my car. I had to put some stock manifolds back on because the stainless steel ones had cracked right where the O2 sensor right down there is at. But other than that, everything's pretty much stayed the same. We've got the 6-speed oil catch can right here. That is actually come in pretty good health right here. Hasn't really gotten a lot out of it, but it's done a pretty good job. I went from the cold air parent intake to the short ram air intake. Obviously, because of the front mount kit, the cold air intake uses this port right here. And other than that, nothing really much has really changed. Added the turbo blanket. You see right here, it's a Thermal Zero turbo blanket. We also heat wrapped the downpipe right there, and we've got heat wrapped up pipe, which you can't really see. But I've had a lot of people ask some questions recently in various amounts of forums as for boost control solenoids, and you know, is paying the money for a good parent or Grimspeed or whatever 3-port boost control solenoid, is it really worth it? And in my honest opinion, no. And here's why. It's because of this guy right down here. Let's see if you can really get a look at it right there. That is a Mac 3-port boost control solenoid. So you got your 1, 2, 3 right there. It's a little dirty because it sits kind of in an odd location, but that right there, it's the same unit that Cobb uses. Same exact unit, same one that AEM uses, and a few other ones that come with the like the True Boost kit and a couple other ones. They all use that same exact unit. Now you can buy that on eBay for like 38 bucks, and all you have to do is just wire it in. So that is, I mean, it tunes exactly the same. Your tuner will be able to use it. It'll work exactly the same. You won't have any issues with it. Like I said, really not much has really changed. The fitment of this front mount has been great, as you can see. It's been looking pretty good. Haven't really had any complaints on it whatsoever. It's car, like I said, it's been running great for now 110,000 miles on this thing, and I bought the car with 51,000 miles on it, so almost 60,000 miles I've put on this car, and it runs great. Any other issues that I've had with it? Not really. Parent master cylinder brace right here, if you can see that right there, parent master cylinder brace. That's been a wonderful piece to add. I think anybody, if you're looking to really make your brake system work a heck of a lot better, definitely invest in a parent or a Grimspeed master cylinder brace. You'll absolutely love it. One of the things that I have done, and I did have to, by the way, I had to get a new coupler because the one that came with it and the one that I modified didn't really work too well, so I went and got myself the Mishimoto 2.5 inch to 2 3/4 inch, something like that, coupler. Seems to work pretty well. My boost, or my blow-off valve here, I did run full recirc. It was full vent to atmosphere at one point. Car ran like crap, so I went full recirc with it, and again, been running great. No issues. And other than that, all the clamps, everything's all stayed tight. Everything's been running great. No issues whatsoever. The only mechanical issues that I've had with this car recently has been, you know, leaking power steering somewhere. I have to refill it probably once every 3 months or so. But other than that, the car's been great. And when we come around to the inside of the car here, and like I said, 110,000 miles on it, and like I said, it's been running great. Haven't really decided to change much because the car has been so good. It's just been running phenomenally well. Some things that I've adjusted though for the shifter, because again, it is a Perrin short throw shifter kit. As you can see kind of under here, that's the Perrin short throw shifter dealie right here. And no man, the thing's been great. It's been running great. Haven't had any issues with it. Had some really nice short throws to it. You know, it's been a phenomenal piece, so I can't really complain. And what I did with the shift knob is this is an adjustable shift knob. So what you actually have the capabilities of doing is taking just the knob part off. There's another sleeve that's underneath this, and you can actually adjust the height of the shift knob up to an added inch. And I know a lot of people want those, the cartboy, you know, type of shifters where they're short, they're down here. But if you're a driver and you're like me, and you want to keep, you know, hands on the steering wheel for those corners, you want something that's going to be relatively close to where you're at. And I have this actually leveled up, so with my armrest, it just goes into gear, and I don't really have to move my arm that much off the armrest, which is nice. I don't have to move it down here or reach forward or anything. It's actually very nice. The thing's been running, like I said, the thing's been running great, so I have no complaints at all. Some of the other things that might have been added, I think from the last time I did a mod video on this car, was I did add a 22mm rear sway bar to the back end of the car, which, let's get out, kind of get underneath it, take a look here, and you can kind of see it right here. It's a little dirty, obviously, but this is a Godspeed 22mm rear sway bar. It came with the bushings, everything, the hardware. It's actually worked really good. You can see it's pretty solid on there. So, and really what this did is it kind of loosened up the back end of the car a little bit, so you don't get as much oversteer, or I'm sorry, understeer like Subarus tend to really do. It actually corrects it and puts it more into the oversteer category, which, you know, like I said, it helps loosen up the car in the corners a little bit. Not so much that it spins you out and drifts you, but it at least gets you a little bit better cornering capabilities. So that's something that I really liked about having this piece on my car, is it really did help the suspension kind of stay together, you could say. So other than that, and as you can see, I mean, my exhaust is dirty and everything, but this is an eBay exhaust, Japan import tuning or something like that. I've had this thing on here for, God, I bought the car 6 years ago, I think. And this is probably like the first mod I did to the car, was I put this catback exhaust system on. And man, I can tell you, this thing has had absolutely zero issues whatsoever, man. I mean, look, there's no rust to it. The welds have been perfect. I mean, there's no dents or anything. Granted, I don't drive the car off-road and beat the crap out of it, but it just looks great. I mean, I've had zero issues with it. Things been wonderful. So, like I said, you know, everything's been phenomenal with this car so far with the mods. The brakes have been great. They're still quiet. They're still running, you know, good. So, yeah, one of these times I'm going to take you guys on a POV test drive, and you'll get to see what it's like to, you know, sit first person and drive this thing, which I think will be really nice. So, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll get back to you real soon on a new update on this, and hopefully I'll be having some new things here soon. You know, I am looking to possibly go with a different turbocharger, still have the VF39 on here. Things been running great. It's just thinking about going a little bit bigger and, you know, possibly get some bigger fuel injectors. But that's, you know, that's going to be variable on how many views I get on YouTube here. Gotta have the funds to build this thing up and to have some fun with it, so it's all gonna be variable on you guys. So enjoy yourselves, have a wonderful day.